Yep, I'm back. I'm back here in Bentonville, Arkansas, in the birthplace of Walmart. I got Walgreens on my mind. I gotta go get some photos done, seeing as I can't get them done at Walmart. And the story that the Bentonville guy did, saying how I was barefoot and all, well, shucks, if Walmart would let me shop, I'd like to come and buy my own shoes. I don't want someone to pick them out for me and bring them to me, and I have to return them if I don't like them or whatever. Treat me like any other human's all I want. So we're going to be here for a while, see what they say, do, if anything. Hey, Don, how we doing? Afternoon, my friend. Whew. It's supposed to get a little warm today, but I'll be all right. Go out here and show y'all around, and then I'm gonna come back in here where it's nice and cool. My understanding is Walmart no longer owns that building. I think they sold that, but they own all that over there, and they own all that across the street. That's the beginning of their corporate, and it ends way up there where the American flag is. So probably tomorrow or whatnot, I'm going to be doing a sidewalk sign all the way up and down and in front around the corner of corporate and stuff. I'll be here until they talk to me. So hopefully they don't want to take a month to talk to me, because if need be, I'll stay here. I'm advertising my petition and all, just like I am at, why is Walmart hiding instead of talking to me? I don't understand. Hey, and by the way, sign the petition at 420jim.com. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Don't be a dick like my trolls, Facebook and Walmart. The world's full of dicks. Just because they don't like cannabis, man, this is not right. It's always the haters, the people that take alcohol and stuff over cannabis. Like I told them, this is going to be my new home till they either talk to me or December 9th comes by, because the 10th I got to be in court. They're maliciously prosecuting me for trespassing. I'll make a sign tomorrow asking them why they're maliciously prosecuting me. And it's just not an act, it's a malicious act. Now, reason I'm here is because I don't think Walmart knows that they're maliciously doing it. I think the dumbass lawyer ain't told them nothing. Because she says, well, that ain't my case. You ain't filed that one. Which is true. But if she was Walmart's lawyer, she should have told them everything. My deal to drop everything, the whole 9 yards. So if she didn't, that's on her. So we'll see how long I have to stay here in Bentonville. Yo, Will. Sorry. Hey, Ray. Sorry I was out there watching the storms coming in. Damn. Wish we got a little rain here. Unfortunately, my air conditioner's not working. I just went to turn it on just for the hell of it. It started to come on and then it just died, and now all the lights just go beep, 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 beep. So, I hope we don't run into any terribly, terribly hot weather. If we do, I'll just have to address it when we do. I don't have the money to buy an AC right now. If I can come up with an extra $100 somewhere, I could probably buy a little window shaker and build a box and, put it on the counter. Hello. Amy. Hey, Will, did you see where Dodd asked the question? Hey, I'm glad to see y'all asking each other that. Because, them damn trolls will try and send requests and stuff. Especially now that I'm not allowed on Facebook and don't get to see nothing. Well, hi back at you there, Ashley. Now, a lot of people have it wrong about this Walmart thing, and they think it's because of parking for camping. None of these issues that I have with Walmart have anything to do with camping overnight. Now, I've had issues in the past, but no, I haven't sued them about camping overnight, nor would I. If they let other people camp there and they wouldn't let me, well, I'd bitch about it, and that's what you call discrimination. But, the best I do is call corporation and bitch at them, which I have before. Life goes on. This has nothing to do with parking overnight. It has to do where, just because of my vehicle, they discriminate against me. The only thing Walmart can say in any way, shape, or form is about my vehicle, right or wrong. That's their whole problem when you get these one or two managers that get their penny in a twist, 1 out of 100. It's always because of the vehicle. Well, why the hell don't you ban my vehicle from the property, all the Walmarts? Why in the hell would you ban a true customer? That don't make sense. That means I can't go there in an Uber, a taxi, a bus, a friend, walk, and shop like any other human being. Because I own and do this cannabis mission, Walmart says, screw you, you can't shop at our stores in person. And I think that's just wrong. It's wrong. It has nothing to do with parking a damn vehicle. So hopefully people will get that out of their heads. They see RV and automatically think, well, you shouldn't be parking there. There's plenty of places to park in the Ozarks. Hey, there's people all around the country that will invite me to come park in their driveway. I don't have a problem if I just want to park. I don't want to just park unless others can park. And then, yes, I want to be treated like them. If they allow other RVs to park for the night, why not me? Oh, my vehicle, or is it me? Which one are they discriminating against? Both? So, we'll just have to see. Hey, what you doing? Hi, back at you. Where am I now? Hey, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Welcome to beautiful Bentonville, Arkansas, the birthplace of Walmart, aka Wally World. And old Mr. Sam is turning around and rolling around in his grave. The way these people are treating a Walmart customer, I guarantee you. I've not done one damn thing wrong to Walmart or anybody associated with Walmart. And just because, the only thing I can figure, and the only thing, you look at all the contact with the lawyer and everything, the only thing it can be is they have a problem with this vehicle. Okay? But them having a problem with the vehicle is one thing. Why can't I park on the street and walk over and shop at a Walmart with this not being in their store? Why can't I leave this parked in a friend's house and ride to a store with them? Why can't I leave this parked somewhere and ride a bus or a taxi or Uber or anything up to the local Walmart and shop? See, it's not against the vehicle like they want y'all to think. It's against me and the vehicle and what I stand for. They can't stand my name, 420 Jim. That's my legal name. It took Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook 3 years and the threat of a lawsuit to get him to finally put my name on Facebook. And as soon as all this shit started with Walmart, and I put their hearings as a Facebook event, Facebook banned me. Of course, you'd expect that little prissy boy to do that anyway. I expect no less from these evil, wicked, big corporate people and whatnot. But I'm not one just to stand down and give up. All I asked for in the beginning was an apology, and they think they're too big for that. Bullshit. Anyhow, like the sign says, now I probably won't be here till December. You never know, though. Definitely to the end of August, because I don't have the money to go anywhere else, and I might have to spend what little food money I've got to buy an AC. That depends on how warm it gets the next couple of days. Because I don't need nobody saying that, you know, I'm mistreating my dogs or nothing because, you know, it's warm or something. You know what I mean? Well, I can't turn my back on these dogs a minute. They're always tearing my paper towels up. Of course, I leave them till they go do something real quick, and then they jump up and get them on the counter and stuff. And I know it's you. I know it's you. She can't. Einstein acts like he's not the culprit, but I know he is. Hang on, let me get my spectacles. I can't see. Yeah. Yeah, Walmart done that. Oh, the thing Walmart's doing now is maliciously. They're not just prosecuting me for trespass. Like someone actually was trespassed, come back, whatever. No, they're maliciously prosecuting me. Okay? Yes, I was trespassed from a store. I didn't refuse to sign where they say that I refused to sign. I know damn well in my heart I never did. I never refused to sign. And I can kind of prove that now. Okay? Because the second time it happened, when I asked to sign it, he had already wrote refused to sign. Why did he do that? Why did the first incident have on there refused to sign? Come on, now if your name's 420 Jim, aren't you going to happily sign anything they put in front of you? I am. So it's total bullshit that I refused to sign the one there in Wichita, Kansas. Okay. Wichita, Kansas, a year after I sued Walmart the first time, Wichita, Kansas decided to be asswipes, one manager, and give me some shit over some spray paint. And wouldn't let me shop in the store. Let me buy the spray paint. Wouldn't let me just say, okay, screw it, I don't want the paint or nothing, I'll go somewhere else. Let me buy the spray paint. making me think, well, I just got to go pay for their spray paint, and then I'll be able to get the rest of my groceries and stuff. Nope, that didn't happen. I was allowed to purchase spray paint and then told to leave the store. And I'm like, man, I want to get some groceries and ice. And nope, you got to go. I go outside, and while I'm outside, I'm calling the, 1-800 Walmart. And I guess they called the police. Because the police come and give me a trespass. They tell me I've got to leave the property, I'm being trespassed. But they didn't ask me to sign a damn form. Just like the one where I sued them in Georgia, they didn't ask me to sign a form. The cop trespassed me, which I had on video, and I left. They never put no damn form or nothing in front of me to sign there. So that form stuff is just bullshit that Walmart's used to try and trap people, I think. So anyhow, if this hadn't got straightened out, I would still be in Wichita, Kansas. This happened in 23. Come on now, if I'm the type to keep coming back here to Walmart headquarters and stuff to prove that they're liars and that, here's the truth, would have I left there if I hadn't have been lied to and said it was taken care of? See, I would have still been there. I would have never, ever, 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 ever left Wichita, Kansas had it not been straightened out. Just like I haven't left Springfield. I've got to be in Springfield December 10th because these idiots won't talk to me. Well, anyhow, the very next day, the regional manager, and I've got the tape. I put it on my YouTube. You'd have to go back a ways on my lives. I'm going to redo them and name them and everything so people can find them real easy, and I'll put the links. It's the regional manager there in Kansas. I don't know how many stores she runs, but a couple of them. And she's like the manager for the region. I can play you a tape. And she says, we're sorry this happened. It shouldn't have happened, shouldn't have escalated to this or nothing. You're more than welcome to shop in any Walmart you like. You can come back to his store. You can come to where I'm at today at my store. And I'm like, okay, you're telling me you're the district manager and I have permission to go back. You have listed it. I can tell my social media. I'm welcome at any Walmart across the... Yes, sir, you can. Okay. Now, wouldn't you take that as being good? I did, but I even pressed it a little bit more. I even pressed it just a little bit more. Right after that, the very next video that's on my live, I'm wearing my pot jacket. In case I've got a suit jacket that's all pot leaves and stuff. Because that store, when they called the cops on me, the kids said, "Oh, he's wearing a pot hat and a pot shirt." So I thought, hey, that was their big thing there was, because it's illegal in Kansas. So I figured, what better way than go to the same store that I'd been trespassed, wearing the pot hat and the pot jacket and all. Really give them something to talk about this time. Well, you can watch the whole video. It's boring, a lot of it. I go in, you can actually tell I passed one of the people that kicked me out the day before because I said hello and they gave me a friendly hello back, and I'm like, not bad. See, I'm friendly with the ones that kicked me out. And as I'm getting ready to leave the store, they pulled that bullshit, "Can I see your receipt?" Well, she wasn't asking everybody for the receipt, so I said, "No, if you think I stole something, call a cop." Walked on out, put my groceries in the vehicle, and said, "Oh, okay, wow, looks like everything's cool." So after doing that, wouldn't you think that everything is cool? And then a couple years go by. This is in 23. Thank God that somewhere along the line, or just a week before the second time, that they didn't, I don't know, look me up or whatever Walmart does that this asswipe did here the last time. Because the asswipe that done it last time, he had no problem finding out that I was banned from all Walmarts. But according to Walmart, What the heck are you talking about, Brad? I'm going to literally start shit. Well, I hope so. Why not? Are you too much of a pussy to stand up for your rights? I'm not. I'm 66-year-old and I'm a damn man and I'm not a pussy. And if somebody wants to shit on my rights, yeah, I stand up. So you say what the hell you want to say, but you sound pretty damn ignorant. So anyhow, they tell me, and why did they tell me that they apologize and this should not have happened if I was in the wrong, stupid? Huh? Well, yeah, you're full of bull, and Ashton, you actually are the bong father or one of them idiots, so I'm going to get you out of here. I can just tell by the way you're talking. Because if you'd paid any attention in that second thing, they're stupid. Walmart admitted that they were wrong. They apologized, told me I could come back to any store. So how does that make me wrong in any way, shape, or form? See, it's stupid people like you and comments like y'all have that let these stores get away with this shit all the time. Yeah. But now they found somebody that don't put up with that shit because it's stupid. Because he could have got my dogs impounded, could have got my vehicle impounded, could have landed me in jail. I would have won a lot of money, but screw that. No, Hannah, Walmart's always asshole, but you get these Walmart lovers on there telling me about I'm starting shit. They trespass me, and then the regional manager, the one looks at it and says, whoa, okay, this happened in my store. Whoa, okay, oh shit, we're sorry. This shouldn't have happened. We're sorry it happened. Please come back and shop in our store. We lifted a trespass. Now how am I wrong? Or get a comment like from the peanut gallery like that guy I just blocked. Yeah, hey, no, them idiots don't care. And that's the bong father and them that make up them stupid accounts. You know that, well, maybe you don't know that, but I do. Anyhow, that was that trespass. Now, that case actually goes to court December the 10th. Now, I just told you that anybody can come by the vehicle, or you can go on YouTube and you can see and you can hear for yourself say they lift that trespass and everything. Excuse me? Then why the hell am I going to trial December 10th for the trespass in Wichita, Kansas? Does that make any sense whatsoever? It don't to me. I just think this lawyer hasn't told Walmart the truth, and I want to give them this chance this week to talk to me. Customer to service provider, man-to-man, friend, whatever they want to call it. You know, they can come here and talk. We can come go eat lunch somewhere. They can call me to their office. But we need to sit down and talk. And see, that's all I want. Because in the beginning, it simply took an apology, and I was told that can't happen. Because I wanted the security guard. I wanted everybody involved to apologize. Some manager or something saying that. No, that hasn't been working. I've taken that a couple times, and look what it's all got me. It got me maliciously being prosecuted by Walmart. You like my attitude? If you like my attitude, you'll love my name. My name is my YouTube channel. What's the YouTube channel say? What's the YouTube? My name is actually my YouTube. That's my name. It's also on the front of my vehicle. Here, let me show you. I'm proud of my name. That's why when they say that I refuse to sign my name, I call them a liar. Because I always sign my name. Before the judge changed my name, I always signed my name. I'm proud of my name. Some people don't like it, like my trolls, but that's my name. And that's how you spell it. FOURTWENTYJIM. I travel to the United States to free all the cannabis prisoners. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. But Walmart, Facebook, and a couple of idiots who call themselves Team Troll have took it upon themselves to try and end this mission. Now, granted, Walmart and Facebook has just jumped on the last couple of months. The other idiots have tried this for 5 years. And they got a following of, I think, 80 people. But yet they bitch about, in less than 10 months, I've got 400 and some on a petition. Well, I think I'm doing a hell of a lot better than they are. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Federally legalization. This is what it's all about. Screenshot, sign, and share. Or go to 420gym.com. Sorry, I can't read comments out here in the sun. If anybody wants to throw a couple dollars my way because I need an AC unit, that would be my Cash App. Whew. As long as it stays the way it has been the last week, we don't need the AC. But I don't need it to go up and get up to 95, 98 and shit. I don't think the weather calls for that. But as soon as it gets, a couple of degrees, well, hell, the idiots have called the animal control on me in the 80s, with the heat index in the 80s, thinking that this is a car, I guess. So I just like to be able to say, yeah, I can turn my AC on, and say I don't want to lie to them and say, oh, this AC works, because it don't. It quit working. But hopefully they wouldn't even ask me. Yeah, it's actually my name. Hello from Russia. Hey, Hannah, thank you. Hey, and the funny thing about it is, July 8th of 2019 in Kingston, Tennessee, I asked the judge to make my first name my last name, and he did. My last name, that's why it's on top. On your driver's license in Tennessee, they put your last name on top. That's why it's bolder. I don't know why this cheap-ass camera won't, but that's why it's bolder. 4 is my first name, 20 is my middle, Jim is my last. And I love my name. Of course, there's a few people that don't. Mark Zuckerberg, evidently the Walmart CEO, and a couple of Team Trolls. But that's okay, like the windows where back here it talks about Facebook and Walmart. Oh, I'm getting ready to put 30 different pictures underneath of that to prove exactly what I say. Facebook lets other people make fake accounts with my picture, my name and all. When I report them and friends report them, they say it don't violate their community standards. They send me what I call porn book requests and stuff, young girls and stuff, beaver shots and all, how you want me and what. Nah. I've never done nothing wrong on Facebook to violate their stupid community standards, but they send me all kinds of sick shit all the time. And if I repost it like, hey, look what Pornbook's posting now, then they would give me a community strike against it. Hell, it come off of their damn site. It was sent to me on Facebook. And see, they try this bullshit about, well, we can't this, that. If you can't stop that shit and from it getting to our kids and stuff and whatnot, then shut the damn stuff down. But I know better. They supposedly got all these robots, AI and stuff, it's so smart it can do things. Well, if they can't pick up a beaver shot and strike that down before it airs on the internet, then they're full of shit. All this technology they say they have can't be true. But we know it is. And we know they could stop it, but they don't want to. The world's went demonic. It wants all this stupid child porn and giddy crap and stuff. The world's went bad. Well, it's always been bad. It's just getting real bad. We living in Revelations. Definitely living in Revelations. Switch for median. I don't know what that means. Hi, back to you. And thank you. I appreciate the people that like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm shadow banned on TikTok. TikTok's one of the worst apps, even worse than Facebook, simply because somebody simply don't like you. They just go to your videos and keep reporting it. And the first time, you will win your appeal because you didn't do nothing wrong. But they put the video back up. You'll get your little thing that says that your video's been restored. You know, it didn't violate. 2 days later, no appeal or nothing. They take it down and give you a strike. The same damn video. How did you appeal it, win the appeal, and then it get stricken down and go against you? And you get no appeal the second time. See, it's a stupid way that they got TikTok programmed, and it's just as stupid as hell. I think TikTok is the stupidest app out there. Do I like watching, seeing videos on it and all? Yeah. Do I see 90% of the creators and stuff leaving it and coming over here to YouTube? Oh, yeah. Most of them got a backup here on YouTube. Some go to Facebook, but, you know, Mark Prissy Pants says 420 Jim can't be on his platform. That's what happens when you're smarter than the owner of Facebook. It wants people to not have the most beneficial medicine in the world and to make it sound like pot's bad. Be one of them liars instead of an educated person. For 3 years, their stupid AI told me they couldn't read my driver's license or nothing. You know what's funny as hell? For 6 months, well, maybe not 6. For 3 months, TikTok said I've been able to go live. This is right after they merged with Meta, that they haven't told nobody. But when they did this last thing a couple months ago, all of a sudden they give people that didn't have 1,000 followers, whatnot, the right to go live. And I'm like, oh, cool. But it kept saying that they had to prove I was above 18. And at first I thought it was a scam to get your credit card, because I kept putting my selfie, you know, and, you know, turn this way, take a picture, all that, everything, but it could never identify me. So the only way there was, and I said, the hell with it. Well, the other day, after getting 1,000 subscribers and whatnot, of course, you can go live, it says again, why aren't you going live, this, that, and the other. And first thing it does is tell me I got to prove that I'm above 18. I'm all, here we go again. Tried my driver's license. Wouldn't work. And I'm like, well, I'll just hook my Cash App card to it, because I only keep a couple dollars on it, whatnot. Let's see if that works. No. It wouldn't verify, wouldn't send me a code to my email saying they verified it. And so I went to report a problem, and I'm like, hey, why do y'all tell me I can go live, but yet you don't accept my driver's license, and now you don't accept my credit card, saying that you was going to send me a code, and I've never got it. What the hell's going on? And it asked me to try one more time. So I go back, and I take a picture of myself, of the license, front, back, and selfie, like I've done a dozen times before. And all of a sudden, it's got a check mark that says complete, identity confirmed, and I'm above 18. What kind of freaking crap that I went through that. And I'm very seldom going to use it, because if I make a video or something, the idiots report it, and then that account's gone. And I'm not one of those that just want to keep making accounts. Screw that. I got better things to do with my life. Oh, things are way, way, way worse than they used to be. Damn, it says I lost everybody. I'm sorry. Kick you off. I mean, damn. Welcome to my world. Sorry about that. I don't mean to laugh. I'm laughing with you, not at you, Ray. Welcome to my world. Well, that's one way to get that out. Sorry about that. Whew. But I don't have that stuck in the back of my throat no more. Oh. Well, Frankie ain't gonna be here today. He drove to Denver, I think. Somewhere. He sent me a message. He had somewhere to go today. He knows I worry about him when I don't hear from him. Just like a lot of y'all I wonder about and worry about. And damn, now that I don't have Facebook, I've got a whole bunch that I care about and worry about that I can't even contact. Oh, I don't know if he's at a baseball game or not. He may have told me. I don't remember. I was more excited to ask him if he had seen my live. Oh, he posted it. Right on. I was more excited to ask him if he'd seen my TikTok lives, because I normally, don't do a live or nothing. Well, that's cool that he thought about messaging me, because he knew I couldn't see the post. So that's pretty cool. Well, I wonder if I'm going to be here to the end of August. Two times. Two times, Will. If you want, I'll go back and send them to you. I found out how I can go back and see them and send them to someone. It should have popped up. If you was following me and stuff, it should have popped up that I was live. But that's why I'm very seldom going to go live and stuff, because, I don't need the idiots doing what they do. The trolls are too stupid to build up an account. But then again, I mean, look, they tried for 5 years to build something up and haven't even got 80 followers on it. So, yeah. Well, if you got notices off, then no wonder you don't know when I go live on things. I wonder how many people they have in that scammer group now. Their YouTubes with 400 and some videos only have like 70 some subscribers, and that's 5 years. I wouldn't be picking on someone that's got 400 and some signatures on a petition that ain't even a year old. Seems like I'm doing a heck of a lot better than them, and there's one of me and half a dozen of them. Oh, I hear you, Will. Damn. Damn, Ray. Well, we're going to hear more and more and more and more and more of this stuff as it goes on. People are getting fed up. People are getting fed up. Look at me. I'm fed up. But I choose peaceful solution. Maybe a little radical to some people, but I choose peaceful. And that's what I'm doing right here today. I'm spreading my message. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. We need it federally legal. And I'm spreading my message. Yo, Walmart, we need to talk. We don't need lawyers and judges and stuff. Just simply, one of your people, let's talk. Be human frickin' beings and talk. If you don't like what we say, then you go your way to the lawyer. I go my way to the lawyer. Just let the lawyers handle it. But why in the hell they won't just somebody from Walmart talk to me man to man, man to woman, whatever? It just boggles my damn mind. Send out one of your freaking robots if you're scared of me and let me talk to it. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. But I know that there is so many. Just like the YouTube subscribers, say one's on. I bet you the list match. That's the same number he's got on his YouTube. So together with all their family members and everything all together, 80 people, that'd be about right. Oh shit. But yeah, there are a lot of people getting fed up and everything, and there's no way in the world I'd justify somebody hurting somebody or something. But it's happening. It's happening more and more and more as people can't afford things, and then people now are getting all worked up about, most people in this country are 2 paychecks from being homeless. Look what Trump did for the homeless. Instead of helping them, he gave them orders to round them up pretty much. And that's got a lot of people, the homeless and everybody, terrified right now. Whether that's the way Trump meant it to sound or do it, I don't know. But the way they make it sound is like everybody that's homeless is a drug addict. And that's bullshit. That's plain bullshit. Me, I've been homeless all my life pretty much because I don't want to throw money down a crawfish hole and buy something for someone else. Now, you let me go and pay and it's going to be mine in 5, 10, 20 years? Cool. But this bullshit, if you pay every month and it's never, ever yours, screw that. Screw that. Why would you do that? That ain't the American dream. The American dream was they built or bought their home and they put it to their family. And the family just kept taking care of it and all. No. This corrupt, when we went from solvent citizen to this bullshit where they took away our Constitution and all, but that happened back in when the Federal Reserve was built and everything. Yeah, it's bullshit. You don't own nothing. You don't own your car. You don't own your house. You don't own none of that. You have a certificate of title. That's all you got. Well, they can't send it to me. See, that was their stupidity of getting me kicked off of Facebook and everything. They can't send it to me in any way, shape, or form like that. Especially YouTube don't have where they can message me, and they don't know my phone number. So it's killing them. So they have to find someone. So it's you, Will. They're gonna tag you and everything, hoping that you tell me, screenshot me, whatever. That's what they're hoping, and then they're hoping that I'll share it or And see, it's not happening, and it's not going to happen. Now, every once in a while, somebody will send me a little incriminating evidence I may share. It's me, Jack. He keeps thinking the pup's touching him with his paw or something, I guess. Jack's being real cranky yesterday and today. Sat there and barked at the pups for a couple of minutes. And they weren't doing nothing to him. They were a foot away, but he was still barking at him every time he looked this way. I'm sure they do. And good for them, and I'm glad they do, and if that's what trips their trigger, so be it, as long as I don't have to see it. You know what I mean? One of the best things the good Lord did was take away my ability of my daughter having my phone and forcing me to well, it didn't force me to get another phone number. I was hoping to keep the other number because I know eventually they're going to have their service back on, and I was going to have a private number plus that number. But the way it happened, the good Lord really, opened my eyes. I'm glad everything happened the way it did. The good Lord has just been blessing me, and blessing me, and blessing me. And of course, that's why I got to tell people about it, Jackie Boo. I don't understand what happened to AC. I turned it on after it fell that day. I turned it on and it worked. That's the second time I've tried to turn on, and now it started to work. And then all of a sudden the panel just goes bleep, 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 bleep. Well, Gorilla Tape, Gorilla Glue won't cure stupid. Some people, you want to treat them like a glow stick. Bend them in half and shake them until they light up. But now that I'm a good old Christian folk, I don't do that. I want peace and harmony, but also want fairness and just. There's nothing wrong with wanting fairness and to be just. Nothing wrong with that at all. See, it used to be fun to them, Will, to get on my lives here and talk their shit here and there. And, so they'd know how to get a reaction, whatever. And see, they can't do that now that they don't have the phone number. So now it's not as fun to make them fake accounts when they can't do nothing. Get one or two comment maybe, and then boop. See ya. I'm like Frankie, though. He told me this morning he watched the lives, and he doesn't think that mother was Michelle, and I don't either. I really don't. I think that was the stupids making an account saying they was her. If anybody happens to talk to her or whatnot, want to ask her that and relay, that'd be cool. But once I hide the user like that, they can't make another comment. Or I've never been able to have them make a comment too. Now, I've had someone pretend to be someone and do that. Hell, I can't remember who it was, but they pretended to be someone, and someone was even here on the live, And it's like we had two of them here. I forget which one that was. Big stank somebody. They pretended to be somebody, and it just so happened they were on the live. Ah, goodness. Well, my friends. Oh. Never mind. Don't want the dogs to get a hold of that. They'll be chewing that up in an instant, and then I'll be like, oh shit, gotta make another one. I wish the breeze was blowing just a little bit better. Was it blowing out the wrong direction? Shit. She scared the shit out of me, barked. It vibrated my side as she barked. I jumped, what the hell? According to my flags, we got a little breeze, but I can't feel much of one. Hell, this day and age, Will, who's got time for stupidity? That's why I just block them or anything. I don't have time for stupidity. Months are flying by like weeks. The time, just seems like it's wow. Man, it's supposed to, but it's supposed to, but yeah, yeah. That'd be hard on it. Let me see if I can see the amps on that thing. Them things start up, man. To kick that compressor on is pretty high. I'm sure it's probably 30 amp just to... Oh shit, it don't say. I'll have to look it up, but I'm sure it's right up there. Probably 20, 25 amps at least. And it serves, whatever. Oh, hell, if it got too hot, if it got that hot, I'd go pay for an RV spot or something, you know what I mean? I'm sure there's something around here, $30, you can get a spot. There's a Love's RV down the road, a ways. There's lakes and parks around, you know what I mean? This is the Ozarks. If worst comes to worst, but like I say, I'll take my food money and go buy a little window shaker if I have to. I'm just hoping not to have to. You know what I mean? But you should know me, though, Will. I'm going to do whatever it takes to take care of my dogs. Right now, I mean, it's not bad. We're not sweating. The dogs aren't panting. They're all laying here chilling. Well, I don't know if they're actually chilling, but you know what I mean. It's not that bad. But yeah, running a few minutes to cool it down, yeah, absolutely I would. If it gets that hot. But I'm already thinking about taking my food money and buying an AC. I'm going to have to go online and see what one costs and all that crap. Remember, I can't go to Walmart and buy one. I'll have to have it delivered. More and more people are walking by today than ever. I just had like 8 people walk by there at one time. Woohoo! Yeah, well, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Hell, it was 93 or 94 yesterday. It's not bad until it gets to like 98. At 98, I'm definitely going to start finding AC. See, I mean, I've been doing this for years. I know what temperature to say, okay, it's time to go find some place to plug in because it's going to be 99 in a few minutes. Or maybe even 100, you know what I mean? But yeah, when it reaches 96, I'll be looking for a place to plug in. 98, you definitely want to be plugged in. Well, I'm sure them papers on the side. But see, their tour buses go down this street like this. I'm going to find other spots in town here to park that's not right here by Walmart corporate. I'll probably get a lot more attention if I'm not right here at Walmart corporate. A lot of these people that like what I'm doing, agree with me and whatnot, I'm sure that they'd come by and talk to me and this, that, and the other. But right here, people see people. You know what I mean? And they quickly walk by, I love you, RV, or something like that, as they continue to walk by and whatnot. And I don't blame them. I'm here in front of their employers or might to be employers, whatever, you know what I mean? It's my understanding, and this don't come from me, this comes from the internet, that Walmart has a lot to do with Arkansas not having cannabis. That they're in the fight to keep cannabis out of Arkansas. Now, whether that's true or not, I'm not going to get into it, but it sounds reasonable to me. Just like I know Mark Zuckerberg don't want it, Little prissy pants. No, No, I'm next to their corporate office. They own this whole block across the street, and this is about the closest I could legally park to the corporate office. Hang on, let me show you, because I have plans tomorrow See, I'm waiting. The museum would probably be best on the weekend. Although I'll probably go there Friday. I'll probably do the museum Friday. I wanted to be here Wednesday. I'll probably be over by Walgreens so I can do a set of photos for tomorrow. And then I want to find a place close to the museum I can park. They're doing construction, so I may have to park a couple blocks away. But this is all Walmart parking. That used to be Walmart, but they sold it. But all that over there, all the way back, and all the way down the corner, where that flag is and all, is Walmart corporate. All that down there. So I'm kind of at this end of Walmart corporate. I'm here by the People Center. Isn't that cool? But tomorrow, I'll be walking with my sandwich sign up and down the sidewalk while the RV's sitting here. Oh, we got a pretty good breeze blowing. That's why it's not hot. I just didn't feel the giant breeze because it's blowing in the side window in the door. Now, if it's blowing out the other direction, it'd be blowing across my back. But it's nowhere near as hot today as it was yesterday or the day before. Hang on. I gotta go up and look something. I see a couple of messages are restricted, so who knows what those would be. What did I do with my moving? This message held for review. Oh yeah, I'm a good thorn in the side. I don't know who that idiot is, but I just said goodbye to him. You know, actually that wouldn't be a bad idea. It wouldn't be a bad idea. And you know, if I had if I had our sign shop like back in the day where we made signs and stuff, I could have made because we fabricated sign boxes and stuff. You know, I could have actually fabricated the pan, the box, and everything, and built my own. But really, that would be a good idea, actually, for here. You probably go through 10 gallons of water a day at least, though. That's the thing, all the water you'd have to replace. It's not like a regular one where, you know, it's connected all the time. Damn, we made it over the hour mark. Yay! Lieutenant Dan's getting ready to lose his phone. They took away his live privileges again. And he's getting ready to lose his phone because he can't pay his bill. So he will do videos when he gets around Wi-Fi and stuff. I mean, surely that man could get disability. Look at my troll. He's got both his legs and can do all kinds of shit. He gets disability. Why the hell don't he get disability? At least a little something for one leg. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's things he could do, but man, there's people get disability for a lot less than him. Why ain't he getting disability no more? Oh man, I know how that is, Will. It's a good thing when that happens, but I know how that is. I know how that is. I wanted to make sure and put my petition posters out there so they didn't think that I was, just here to mess with them, that I'd still like people to sign the petition. Yes, I am here to mess with them, but I also want people to sign the petition. That's why I'm here messing with them, hoping to get people's attention. Walmart should be the fool not to give me their attention. It's everybody else's attention I'm really trying to get. I need to change that sign instead of being here to December 10th to September 1st, because I'm not going to be here past September 1st. I don't even want to be here until September 1st, but that's when the next check comes. And if I buy an AC or eat the rest of these few weeks, I will have to wait till next month to move on. Oh, he did, but he didn't make as much as people think he did. And I'm sure he went through a lot of it at first, like most people would, thinking there's going to be a lot more. But I believe him. According to him, even though the GoFundMe was like at 60-some thousand at one time, he got 32,000. He got 32,000 from his GoFundMe, and then I'm sure he probably had to pay taxes on that. I would think. I didn't get into any of that. I don't know what he paid for his boat, but he also bought the motor scooter. He bought the van that got impounded, that the guy stole or whatever. Whole bunch of partying, I'm sure, and whatnot. And money goes pretty quick, Oh yeah. Because I know the boat didn't cost over 10 grand. You know what I mean? That boat didn't cost over 10 grand. I don't know what he paid for the van that he put in that other guy's name and he ended up stealing. Last I seen the motor scooter, someone had thrown it into the bay. He finally bought him a nice little outboard for the Avon and stuff. So, yeah. I'm sure he thought he was going to have all kinds of money still coming in on the TikTok thing. But if they take your live away or your ability to monetize or whatever, then you're screwed. But see, that's what people don't realize. That's coming everywhere to everybody. When they go to a digital currency and all, it's going to be just like what happens to the people on TikTok and stuff. They can shut you right off. Whoop. You won't be able to spend money, receive money, give money. They can take away, they can add, they can do whatever they want to do. And that's coming. I don't care if people believe that or not, that's coming. That could be 10, 20 years away, but that's coming. And I think that's pretty much right around the corner. A couple of years, you might say. They've been preparing everybody about it with these bitcoins and this, that, and the other, and the digital dollar and Donald Trump's whatever he's cooking up and stuff. Yeah. Cash ain't king. Precious metals is king. Cash is not king, and they're going to do away with it. When all these countries sign that agreement, it's going to be worthless paper. Worthless paper. It's not backed by nothing. If I had money, I wouldn't have it in cash, or most of it would not be in cash. Of course, I'd have a bit of it in cash, but the rest would be in platinum or something, some sort of precious metal or something, even if it was just silver. Yeah. Well, see, I didn't think the cartels or nothing would want digital, because they can't hide the money and whatnot. And we know that the government and the cartels and stuff work together. So, I don't know. I don't know. They're going to work it out amongst themselves. You know, just us. Just them in their circle. How many times did they have to prove there's two justice systems? One for the elite and rich and one for us. Every time you see one of them high-profile trials, Diddy, O.J. Simpson, Bill Cosby, whatever, yeah. Now look at all this bullshit going on. What are they trying to distract us from now is what I'm wondering. Because now they come up with all this shit about they're going to arrest all these Democrats from Texas. Have y'all seen that? I think there's 40 of them. Maybe not 40, 30, whatever, but so they didn't have to vote on something. They all went to a sanctuary city. Maybe it's 14. That's probably more like it, 14 of them or whatever. But anyhow, if they're not in Texas, Texas can't hold this vote on something. And the governor of Texas and whatnot told them that they'd have arrest warrants and stuff out for them if they didn't get back and said, you know, come back. And they're like, screw you, we ain't coming back. Well, now there's supposed to be federal warrants issued and Texas troopers headed to Illinois to get them. I wonder if any of that's going to happen or if that's bullshit. They want to control every aspect of the human's life. They're going to make it to where people are going to have different tasks to do or whatever. And if you do what you're supposed to, what you're supposed to, you're going to get that universal income. But that universal income is going to pay for whatever dwelling they decide you to live in. Whatever area. Whether you're going to have a car, a bicycle, anything at all. They're going to be able to say what you can do, what you can eat and stuff. I mean, hell, they show you exactly what's happening, and haven't you seen all that been shown to you? Well, see, that's what they want. They want all that confusion and shit. While they're ushering in this digital currency and stuff, what's going to happen here? But now you hear of a couple of Hillary Clinton's got to testify about something, and someone else, and that's got to do with the Epstein files. They're starting to bring out some stuff now. Now, whether any of that's true, if it's all satire, TikTok bullshit, I don't know. But it seems to be like a lot of shit's getting ready to unload. Oh, goodness sakes. I'm getting a lot of looks. Well, the trouble with that is they got the military and the police and everybody on their side. That's the trouble with it. Hopefully, the good guys are in control. But we're going to find out here shortly whether the good guys or bad guys are in control. Oh, no, it's no. And see, they're not going to do that. See, I think that's where everybody's misperception is. They're rounding up as many as they can right now with the homelessness stuff. But that's going to have to stop here shortly, because enough people are going to be screaming, hollering, kick in, civil rights, this, that, and the other. But, boom, they're already going to have thousands of them, done. There was a guy that put the statistics. There's more vacant houses in the United States of America than there are homeless people. Let that sink in. There's more vacant dwellings in America, like 5, 6, 7 times more than homeless. I don't know. I would hope that the military wouldn't go along with it. I would really hope that they don't. But shit, I don't know anymore. The only person that knows is the good Lord above. And I know what's going to happen in the end. We're all going to be forced into their system and have to take that mark and wash up their beast, or we're going to be hunted down and killed. I mean, that's the end story, right or wrong. I don't think I'm going to be around that long to see the end of that story. No, I'm not saying people need free housing. I'm just saying, if they wanted to take care of the homeless problem, they could. Yeah, people just too damn lazy to work or whatever. Yeah, you can send them to their little camps or whatever. But also, not everybody homeless is because they're doing drugs. Hell, people can hardly even afford a home or nothing anymore. And if you lose it, you can't get back into one because it's security, first month, last month, pay deposit, all kinds of shit. Oh, you're going to die either way. I don't think that we need to give the homeless free houses, don't get me wrong. But we have the ability to home all the homeless. Shelters, you know what I mean? Yeah. Look at all these big mega churches and stuff. If we turn them into shelters, soup kitchens and shelters, we could take care of our homeless. That's just giving them a bed, a place to wash their ass, and go about their business. That's what I mean. But we shouldn't have no homeless. Shouldn't have no homeless. We would spend a lot less money, Will, if we just made big, like I say, take these big churches and stuff and made them into homeless shelters. We would spend way less money. We would, than what we do with the homeless problem there is out there. Really, seriously, it would. And it would take care of the homelessness. Now, what I mean by homeless shelters is, you can't be out getting drunk every day and just coming in to sleep and stuff. No. Most homeless shelters, you can't drink. They make you do a breathalyzer before you come in. So 2, 3, 4 hours before people come into a shelter. And this was 10 years ago. 20 years ago they were doing that. So I'm sure they still do that. They make you do a breathalyzer and stuff. Now, I'm not saying we should just, people that don't want to work, lay on their ass, drink, and do drugs. No, they should be camps for them. But the other people, people that, not doing the drugs and whatnot, and they want to try and help themselves, we should have housing for them. We should. And if it takes a couple of months for them to save up to get first and last and everything, cool. But, at a certain point, they would be expected, to get on their feet and move on. You know what I mean? We could have different programs, you know? Oh, no. Yeah. Hey? Absolutely they did. But that wasn't the homeless that did that. That's all the people that their floods, they lost their homes and shit, and they all went crazy and whatnot. That wasn't because of the homeless, Will. Most people that was raising all that ruckus and everything there in New Orleans and whatnot, they just lost everything they owned, their house, their everything. No, I just believe in what the good Lord tells me. And you help your brother and your sister. And if all they're looking for is a place to crash and a meal, we're supposed to give it to them. Whether they worked that day, prayed that day, slept that day, that's between them and the Lord. Yeah. Well, you've heard me say before, I think, the drug thing, we could solve the drug thing. The homeless drug things and whatnot, we could solve that. I got a perfect solution for that, but nobody will listen. We've got bases already built that we don't use all over the world. So you make it a drug camp. Okay? 18 and above, no kids, but 18 and above. And it don't matter what drug you use or whatever, but you get sentenced to that drug camp. And as long as you abide by the rules and stuff, you can stay at the drug camp. But if you don't abide by the rules and break real laws other than drugs, then you go to jail. But at the drug camp, hey, people are going to do what they're going to do, whether it's alcohol, heroin, coke, whatever. They're going to do whatever the hell they're going to do until they're ready to stop. Ain't nothing we can do about it. I love a lot of people, and they do what they want, and they know my feelings and whatnot, but you are not going to stop nobody unless they want to stop themselves. All you can hope between that point and when they die is they live a good long life, and they don't get bad stuff like fentanyl laced or whatever. So in this drug camp that they get sentenced to, the best drug dealer in the world is going to run it, the U.S. government. Okay? Because these military bases, man, they got movie theaters, hospitals, housing. They got everything on these bases already. But you give them free housing as long as they keep their housing up and they obey by the rules that you have there. You give them all of the clean drugs that they want. On the other half of the compound is rehabilitation. They go through a, I don't know, whatever program, 6 months, whatever, to get back out on with their people and everything. And once they go through the rehab, they can go back out, try and join society again. If it don't work out, well, they can come back to the facility. I mean, to me, it's just too easy. Because I would much rather my friends, knowing they're not going to stop, they're going to go get their fix any way they can, get it from something clean. If that's the way they want to live and whatnot, fine, so be it. But they didn't die because some idiot wanted to put something in it for profit or whatever. You know? Hopefully, they would get, wow, man, like cigarettes. Cigarettes were fun until you didn't have to sneak around or hide or nothing. Then it was just a nasty old habit. And that's how they got us hooked as kids, sneaking around. Yeah, oh, it's fun. We're the cool guy and all. Then once you get hooked, it's nothing but a nasty habit. And it's the same with heroin or anything else. Yeah. It's not nothing for us to know the answer. But if we have the ability to give one a meal and a place to rest, we're supposed to. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to give nobody a place to rest. I don't have a place to give nobody a place to rest. But if somebody come by hungry or whatnot, I don't have money to give them. But I do have canned food and stuff. See, that's all I'm saying, Will. But, you know, they made that, I seen a post where $1,000 fine or something for feeding the homeless pizza. Oh, come on now. These people bought like $750 worth of pizza, box and box of it, was giving it to the homeless, and they got like $1,000 fine. Man, them cops should turn in their badge for enforcing that unjust law. To me, that's just stupid as hell. If somebody wants to buy the homeless pizza, or just anybody, hey, you want pizza? They give it out. That should be their God-given right. But no, they're even trying to take that shit away. This homeless thing, you let them have an inch on one thing, that puts their foot through the door, and before you know it, what will? They're going to kick the door in. This is just the first step of forcing the mark and stuff. Watch. We'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah, well, hey, and that's cool. And that's cool. We're all entitled to our opinion. I mean, I was just like that years ago, but now my heart tells me if I can help someone, I do. You know, it's not like I'm buying them a beer or buying them a shot of fentanyl or anything like that. Like I say, if one has a place that they can make a bed, you let them sleep. If one has the ability to feed them, you feed them. And that's with any human being. To me, that's just being right with the Lord above, because we're supposed to help one another. You know, give them a little pep about, man, you shouldn't be doing that and whatnot. Of course, they probably won't pay no attention or nothing, but I don't know. I'm different, I guess. I don't know. And I'm glad I'm different. Because years ago, I wasn't like that. I was the same thing. Yeah, fuck you. You made the, you know, how dare you be standing on the corner, you're just going to go buy a beer with it, whatever. Yeah. But, yeah. We all change. We all change. Oh, heck yeah. Especially if they're honest. Apply a sign, I'll be honest, I need a beer. Oh, help, I've got a buck or two. Hey, bro, here you go, you know. I love the honest thing. I love the honest thing. Now, another one that got me was spaceship out of fuel, need gas. I think I gave them $1, whatever. That was kind of creative. I like the creative ones. But you're right, Will, too. There's a lot of people that turn this panhandling stuff into, I mean, they stand at Walmarts on ramps for hours getting hundreds of dollars sometimes, and then go drive away in their car that's a couple of blocks around the corner to their home. And shit like that. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I know where you're coming from. Oh, I hear you. But I also know, Will, I know you enough to know whether it was a drug addict, a prostitute, or whatever, if they come up to you and ask you if you would feed them, you would. And if you had a place they could lay their head, which I don't know if you do or not, and depending on where you were, the situation, if you did, you would. If you didn't, you'd say, I'm sorry, I couldn't. And that much I know about you, Will. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The rest, yeah, you know. Oh shit! You know how many times people ask me for markers because they have markers to tag the RV? Oh, come to think of it, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been asked to use a marker. I used to get asked all the time. Hey, can I use your marker a minute? Or you got a spare marker or whatever? Or they just take a marker. Oh shit. Well, it's about time for me to get out of here. I need to start looking up the rest of the photos. I've got about half of them. And then I think it'd be easier for me just go up to Walgreens and hotspot the different phones than to put them all online and shit. Anyhow, I'll decide that when I get park up there. There's a street right beside Walgreens. I think I'll be able to park. I won't know until I go look. It looks like it might be big enough, but yeah, I want to make sure. And there you go, Will. Oh shit, yeah, and people make a lot of money flying signs. And hey, I had a real good friend in Albuquerque. It took him a good year and a half. But if you think of it, that's not long because now he gets a check every month. And this was years ago. And he gets the disability until he dies. They certified him as crazy. And he made over $1,000 a month. And he ain't no more crazy than you or me. He's crazy like a fox. I remember we was all drinking underneath the interstate one evening. And we're way up here on the top. But someone had left a backpack or something down where the sidewalk was by one of the pillars. And they stopped. Suspicious package. And they call us all down. And of course they have us sitting there IDing us. One at a time they're coming by, and the one gets to me and the other one goes to ask him for his ID, and he's like, "Officer, we had hot dogs." And he reaches in his pocket, he pulls out a hot dog. He said, "Would you like one?" That cop man didn't ask him any other question or nothing. We was all good. Nobody was wanted. And they told us to pick up that bag. Well, get down there and not drink and pick up that bag and move along. But he had a warrant out for his arrest, and that's why he did his little crazy show. And he does that in front of the cops all the time. To get his money, he said he'd go in there and be sitting in the waiting room and act like he's changing channels on a TV that's not there. Or watching a game, hooping and hollering. Or there'd be a table and he'd smack it like there's a bug and act like he's eating it and stuff. But hey, it worked. It worked. And the government paying him a crazy check. If I got it, Will, I do too. But I agree with you. There's a difference of being homeless by choice. If that's someone's choice, you know, whether it be drugs, whatever, then, you know, yeah, let them be. I wouldn't want to pay for their housing or nothing. If they don't want to be housed or anything, let them be. Let them fend for themselves if that's the way they want to do it. As long as they're not, you know, breaking laws or nothing, I don't see no problem with it. If they're breaking laws and stuff, well, then they take them to jail, right? Well, my friends, any last questions, comments, or concerns before I get out of here? Hell, it's been an hour and 40 minutes. Damn! Will, I'll send you the, if I think of it, I'll send you the couple of lives I did just in case you want to see them. They ain't nothing spectacular. But if I send them to you and you view it, then, that's another view, if nothing else. So I'll send them to you. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Have you checked your YouTube today? I thought I sent it to you, but I thought I sent it to you, Ricky, Greg, and Frankie. Well. Alrighty, my friends. I'll be back this evening at 7 o'clock. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Back again tomorrow at noon. Bentonville, Arkansas. Down here at the Walmart Corporation. I kind of want to be parked here so I can walk back and forth in front of here at the sandwich sign tomorrow. But I also want to be parked by Walgreens and get pictures done. So maybe I'll do half a day here and half a day at Walgreens or something. We'll have to figure it out. It's not like I'm not going to be here for a while, you know what I mean? So, that'd be cool if they did. I just like to talk to them too. Yep. Well, my friends, until later, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. If we try, we can get along. My dogs love you, I love you, and most of all, Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful day, and we hope to catch you later. Peace.